So how does my head position look? Is it upright? Is the chin off my chest? Welcome to the Dangerous Runner. I'm Ralph. Hey, if you enjoy running and have an interest in running, then please consider subscribing to my channel and click that subscribe icon down in the corner anytime during this video. Thank you so much. You know, when you drive a car, you're always kind of doing a self-check. What's my speed? Where am I in the lane? You check your mirrors. I think you need to do the same thing when you're running. So like my driving example, it really helps to check your running form while you're running. It's kind of a mental self-check. You know, proper running form helps with energy efficiency, helps you go those longer distances. So I kind of do this head-to-toe check because you'll find, especially in the long run, as you get tired, your running form can degrade. I find that I'll start slouching over, staring at my feet, and it'll just degrade over time. So doing this little self-check, it's kind of very helpful for me, and I thought I would share with you what I do when I'm running. So I start in my head. Is my head upright, making sure my chin is off my chest. Basically what I do is pretend I'm pushing my head towards the sky and getting that good head position. And I'm looking off in the distance, several hundred feet out. Try not to stare at your feet. Now the exception for me is if I'm trail running. If I'm trail running, I'm looking closer to my feet because I don't want to trip. And I will sacrifice head position for staying upright. But keep your head upright and looking off into the distance. Then I move down to my shoulders. Are they loose? You want to keep your shoulders loose because they move when you run. They're moving back and forth as you run. So you don't want them tensed up. That's wasted energy and tensing your shoulders. Don't shrug. Kind of keep your shoulders back a little bit. Pretend that you're maybe squeezing your shoulder blades together, but keep those shoulders loose and back. Then move down to my arms. Of course, you want them bent at a 90-degree angle, but the important part is to keep them moving in the direction forward, the direction that you're moving. Don't do this stuff. When you do this stuff, you're sending energy that direction. You're not going that direction. You're going forward. So keep them pointed and swinging in the direction that you're going, and keep your hands loose. Don't clench your fists. Shake them out every once in a while if you need to. If it helps, make sure you're keeping your thumbs upright, and that kind of helps keeping that good hand position, good arm position. Next, move down to my core. Now, if you're not exercising core, I would highly encourage that. You know, good core strength is where a lot of our power comes in everyday life, not only running. So I try to keep my core slightly tense. I think that helps with body position, but also for me, I think it helps with my balance, helps me navigate uneven sidewalks or uneven terrain if I'm trail running. So keep your core a little tense. Next, move down to my hips. We know that we want to kind of lean into the run, but that lean should come from the hips, and that's a slight lean. So I check myself, am I leaning from my hips into the run? Of course, a lot of our work during run is the lower half of a body, and there's a lot of things going on there. So I keep it kind of simple and only concentrate on my feet. How is my foot strike, and where is my foot landing? So ideally, you want your foot to land kind of mid-foot to the ball of your feet, kind of avoid striking your heel, running on your toes, and you want your feet to land kind of right underneath your hips, kind of in the center of your body. Now the best way to achieve that is through cadence. You need to have a higher cadence. And if you don't have a higher cadence, then you might want to watch the cadence video I'm going to cue up at the end of this video. That can help you increase your cadence. And if you get that cadence a little higher, you automatically get that good foot strike and a good foot landing. But I still do a self-check. Am I landing on midfoot? I tend to run on my midfoot. And am I landing right underneath my hips? So I more or less do this head to foot self-check periodically through my run. Certainly at the beginning of my run, am I starting off with a good form? And what I have found that over time, I develop a little bit of a self-awareness. In other words, I will notice if I'm doing something wrong without doing the self-check. I'll notice that my shoulders are maybe too far forward, or that I'm looking down too closely to my feet. And that just kind of happens subconsciously. But kind of do this head to feet self-check periodically through your run and increase your self-awareness of your running form. Hey, thanks again for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you taking the time. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click that subscribe icon. I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you so much.